Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, it's been a while. So glad to see you. I'm Jeanette Collins, and this is Stampin' to Connect. You're in my studio, and I thank you for being here. I am live on my Facebook page, which is Stampin' to Connect with Jeanette, and I'm also on YouTube. So actually, I'll be putting the recording on YouTube a little later. So anyway, we're in the middle of celebration right now, and celebration is probably the best time of the year for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, which I am, because there's free things to get, and it's all in. When you purchase in $50 increments, then you get a level 1 or a level 2, and I want to share that with you. I'm put down my other. Oh, there it is. Show you my other desk, I guess, my other camera. And this is the little celebration brochure. Right now we have the annual catalog that's live. We have the mini fall catalog that's live. And we have the celebration that goes through August 31st. So if you haven't purchased anything from Stampin' Up, it's a good time now because you can get some free things. Okay, so that's what celebration is all about. And I'm going to be working with one of the free items from our catalog. Find the right page. It's this one right here. And it's called Wonderful World. And what's so cool is I show you the brochure with a $100 purchase. Come on, let's see if I can focus in. $100 purchase, you can get a stamp set, and this one's so pretty because it's a distinctive set, and it shows all the variation in color, and you get beautiful 12 by 12 paper, designer paper. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm going to be making what is called an easy frame card. Okay, and you can use this card design with pretty much any paper you have. I saw, I believe it was Lisa Freeman doing this, and I can't remember what set she was, but I'm like, that is really nice. So I want to share that with you today. Okay, let me just put you down on my desk camera, and we will start there. Let's see how I can do that. There we go. All righty. I have to put on my glasses to be able to see. Okay, so this is the stamp set, and it is a red rubber clean right here. And the rubber is etched. You can't really see it unless you have it in your hand. Well, maybe you can see a little bit. But anyway, it gives you the light and dark automatically. These are beautiful, beautiful stamps. And we have the gorgeous paper too. So this is I guess this is the first one that was on top. I'm not sure. Anyway, I've been playing with the set. So, okay, so look at this one. It's so beautiful. Just all the lavenders and I think that's a rich raspberry. And then this is gorgeous. I think it's featuring all the flowers that are on this set. And you can cut them out, maybe fussy cut them or put them in like a circle or oval or something like that. And then this is the green. My lighting is not picking up the beautifulness of this green though. It's looking rather faded there, but this is mossy, I think it's mossy green, mossy meadow. Yeah, with the beautiful little roses. So, and this one's gorgeous too. I love it. And here we have another one. I've seen really pretty cards made with this because, of course, these are small enough that you can cut them out. Or actually, I've seen somebody use the postage stamp punch and punch them all out and put them on a card. They're really pretty. And this is the last one with a smaller set. And then I want to show you the back side on this one. This is what we call our B side. Just a bunch of little flowers, but it's always worth looking at because, you know, after you've exhausted your paper or you can't think of anything else to do, you can always go to the B side and make something pretty too. It's just a little easier because the designs are usually smaller and kind of like this one looks almost monochromatic on each page. So that's what the colors look like. They're beautiful. So you get this free if you spend $100 and you get the stamp set as well. And put that aside, and that is through Sale-a-bration. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. So, and then if you shop with me, you would use that host code that's showing at the top. But let's make the card. We'll get into all that stuff later. I'm sure you've heard about that before. All right. What I'm going to be doing is making a card that makes a frame. Okay, now I have some pieces that we're going to need. So this is a little white rectangle. Just a plain little rectangle, and I have it cut at, let me do it like this, 3 by 1 1/5, 1 5/8. And then you're going to need 2 small strips, and I'm going to use this green side. It's, you know, the lavender on the other. And these are 2 3/4 by 1. So you need 2 of them. And then you're going to need some longer strips. And these are 4 1/8 by 1 inch. So they're all 1 inch. And they fit on my mat. See that? They fit between the lines. So 1 inch. I cut this out. This is out of the paper, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I just thought it was so pretty. And then you're going to need, I made a top fold card base, and this is polished pink. So the card base is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. Okay, so there's your score line. So it's 11 piece of 11 inch piece of cardstock. It's just a piece of cardstock that you cut in the vertical way, and that makes your top folding card. And I have also the panel that's going to go inside, and of course it's our standard 4 by 5 1/4. So if you need to write these things down or you want to take a screenshot, please do. Let's see, here's my card base. This is what you need. I think I can see it okay. So you need 2, 1 rectangle, inside panel, and a card base, whatever works with your colors. And of course, we're going to decorate the envelope too, so we'll keep that handy. All right, I'm going to put the card base aside and all these little notes aside. And the inside panel aside, we don't need it. No, I'm going to need that card base. That's why this is an easy card. Easy frame card is what it's called, or what I'm calling it. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is taking these long strips. These are the 4 1/8 strips. And I just thought this was brilliant because it's so easy and it looks so good. You know, you like a matte on a card where you have that little edge of color popping out. Well, that's what this is going to do without us having to get another piece of paper and mat it. Now, I'm putting this one here and this one there. These are the long ones, so they would be the length of the card going long. And then these 2, the shorter ones, we're going to put underneath, one underneath, and one at the top. So when you pull them together, it looks like a little frame, like a picture frame. And that gives us this exactly the same size little rectangle that we're going to put in here that we can put our image on, and it will be the focal point. So the hardest thing is getting these in where you want them to stay. But you know what I like to do when I put these on, when I glue them on, I like to put the outside edges together. So this one would come all the way out here if I have it way out here. So just kind of look at that and it should line up. And then like this one here, this pink one, it should line up with the top of this white cardstock. It's just so easy. It's so fun. Okay, so I'm going to get my glue ready because I am a glue girl and we're going to put, I'm going to start with my two long pieces. Oh, we'll go long and short, and then we'll do the stamping for this other. I'm going to flip this over. I think it needs to be flipped over just a little. Okay, let's get my bone folder and really make it nice flat for me. All right, my little mono glue, which I love because you can just put a little bit at a time. There we go. You don't need much. And okay, I'm going to start this one down here. And I'm looking at it, and it's really about 1/8 of an inch. It's not a quarter. It's an 1/8 on the side. There. Let's put this one and put it. Now I'm going to line these up here and try to keep. I may go like almost a 1/4 inch on the top. Maybe I can't. Oh, okay, I moved it up. That's why I like glue. Okay, I moved it up a little bit so we can have about the same amount at the top and at the bottom. And that's fun to use with glue. Now we're going to use the green side on this one. And the way I chose these colors, of course, it all comes from that same paper pad, is I was looking at this pink one, and I saw that it had all that little green in it. So I'm like, well, this will go well. So you want your main pattern probably to be the long side. Okay, now we can get this other long side, and it won't go straight across. We're going to put it up here. So that's where it's fun, but it looks like you're matting. So not neat. Okay, let's see. And just remember, since it's card making and handmade card, it does not have to be perfect. And if you want it to be more perfect, then bless you. And I know my mom was a seamstress, and she was very particular about, how things came together, the seams came together and that sort of thing. So if you're one of those people, you just change your measurements a little bit maybe, and you can get it just like you want it. And then this one is the other green one. I forgot to put on my comments. So let me see if I can do that real quick. See if I have anyone with me. I do because I didn't let anybody know that I was doing this today. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness, I do have my good friend on. I'm so glad to see you, Hannah. Don't you look my weird looking glasses, kind of old fashioned looking, aren't they? All right, so here we go. I have my 2 long strips and my 2 short strips, and then we're going to end up putting this in the middle. And that is your focal point. Now, isn't that a pretty card already? And it looks like that you put a lot of work in it to mat every piece, but you didn't. So that's why it's fun. Okay. And so now we have to figure out what stamp do we want to use. Where did I put my stamp? Well, I just had it because I just showed you. Oh, I put it behind me. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to have to decide what stamp we want to use. And I would choose one of the flowers at this. And I think the one I was going to use, this is the one I cut out of the paper, actually. So it's the rose that kind of matches rose here. But then I didn't have a stem. I'm like, well, I could do that and put a greeting there, and that would be pretty. But let's go ahead and do some stamping. So I think we're going to stamp. Now, this is ready for the front. It's ready for that. And so now I think what I'm going to do is use my polished pink, which is the color of the paper. And I'm going to stamp that rose right in the middle of this little piece. And I'm going to stamp it all one color. Now we could, if you have Stampin' Right, you could take your Stampin' Right marker and color in just the green stem and the leaves, and do it that way. But that doesn't matter. It's whatever you want to do. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Gosh, there's so much detail in it that it even shows the thorns on this rose. Okay, so that's going to be our focal point. You know what? I'm going to leave this out because we can also put the inside of our card, our inside panel, and we can stamp it. Which, what I like to do is I like to stamp the same rose in the corner. And I'm also going to make this a thank you note. So let me get a piece of scratch paper. So I won't, if I go over, it's okay. And I'm going to do this same rose in the same manner without the green, and just stamp it with the polished pink. But I'm going to stamp it at the bottom of this panel. And I'm going to use my grid, line it up, and I'm just going to let it fall off kind of on the edge there. There we go. Pretty. So that's what it looks like with it falling off. And now I can do my thank you. I'm using a thank you. That's the only thing with this one, this wonderful world. It's beautiful stamps, but you do need to go find your own sentiment stamps, which we all have plenty. So, go digging for one that you really like. But today I'm using the thank you, this thank you right here, out of Peaceful Moments. This stamp set can be found in the annual catalog. All right. So, ink up the thank you. Now I have to turn my card. I'm going to try it this way. Stamp. Actually, what I like to do, because red rubber you can't see through like we can with our photopolymers, I like to test it on my paper to see if I need to turn it anyway. So, well, that's pretty close. Look how nice that was on that line. So, you get up again. And notice that I do have it like catty corner. That's just the way it feels right in my hand. So, it doesn't have to be you don't have to have the block straight up and down like this, with all the edges straight, square on square. So I turn it, and let's put it on the card, the inside panel. Beautiful. So easy. So if you need an easy card and you want to just use up your paper, because that's what we should be doing. We don't want to save our paper because we're going to always be buying more. Yeah. Let's put this in the inside of the card using our glue. Put that up. Turn my card face over, my panel over. It's been a very long time. A little rusty because I haven't been on it doing a recording in quite a while. I didn't plan it either. And actually, my classes do too. They've got a pink hue to them, but I didn't plan it. All righty. But it does. I've actually seen ladies who are on YouTube, the demonstrators that actually do plan their wardrobe with what the card they're going to do. Oh, Lordy. Or their nails. That's the other thing. I know Sharon Armstrong, who is our like the top person in our group, in our line. She does the glittered nails, but when the new ink colors came out, she did each nail in color, so she had them all on there. I guess she takes pieces of paper to her manicurist. Okay, I need Stampin' Dimensionals because I'm going to pop this little thing up on our card because it might as well it's a focal point, and we'll put a couple jewels on it, and then I have a couple more I want to show you. I'm going to have a couple more cards made in this easy design. It's easy, but it really shows off, and like I said, you can do anything with this center. So you can really embellish it, and I'll show you in a moment how that looks. I'll get these little things off. My fingers are a little sticky. Okay, let's put the rose the right way. Okay, let's see. You know, I said my mom was a seamstress, but she sewed our clothes. She was real particular with, everything matching up. And I would think that, like you, Hannah, that does the quilts, that you're probably real particular about that too, because everything has to match up eventually. And let's see. Oh, we didn't stamp our envelope. I'm going to put some jewels on this, and I have these iridescent pearls. I got a little sample of them from someone, and I want to order them now because they are very pretty. I didn't know for sure if I would like them, but oh my gosh, it's called Iridescent Pearl Basic Pearls. So you can see how they shine right there. Can you see that? Let me bring them up. It's always hard to show the shine on video, but they are beautiful. Where is my pokey tool? Pokey tool. Okay. There it is. Okay. Get one of these larger pearls, put here in the right corner, and I'm going to put two little ones. These cards are going to go out to since I'm making them a thank you, I'm going to send it to one of my aunts, because we saw the Sistine Chapel exhibit, and I went with her and my cousin, my aunt and my cousin. So I want to thank them for inviting me. It was so much fun. A lot to read, but I do have the little microphone thing you can listen to. Now, simple, but very elegant. And then the inside, look at that. Easy peasy, but so pretty. So don't think, well, you need to make the flower realistic with it being pink here and green leaves. Look how nice that looks. I mean, it's art. So it can be whatever color you want it to be. And I want to do the envelope. Okay, so let me get this back out. And my scratch paper. Okay, I'm going to do the front of my envelope first. And I think the Postal Service here in the U.S. prefers us to do if you're going to put an image, put it down here in the left corner. So it doesn't interfere with, I've seen lots of fancy ones though, so I don't guess it really matters. Okay, here we go. But that's what I think we should do anyway, keep it simple. All right, put this one here. Nice. And then I'm going to turn it over, pull the flap out, and I'm going to do it again. This time I'll do it on the left as well. Can you see what I'm doing? There. Pretty. Just makes it look so beautiful. Okay, so that's the card. And I want to show you my other ones I made that with the same paper. I mean, not with the pink, but with the paper from the set. Okay, this one, let's see. I made this one using the lavender, that lavender iris. Isn't that pretty? Now this is the dark green, and look at that. I used that same green short piece, and it works. So, it doesn't matter. But normally on this kind of a design, you want to put your pattern on your long pieces, and then you're more muted on the top little ones. Quilt rulers. Yeah, probably you have those markers too. That I've watched quilters on YouTube before, and I'm like, oh, look, they can't be that hard. And then I'm like, oh, it is. And there's the inside, thinking of you, my heart. That also comes from the peaceful moments. So see, what I did here, this one is popped up. So I fussy cut the flower out of the paper. We had that one paper that has all the flowers. And then I added these heart. Let me see if I can show you. These little heart iridescent pearls. Aren't they pretty? So I'm going to send this one to my 92-year-old aunt. She just moved into an assisted living situation. But we're hoping to see her at the family reunion in October. And the last one I did with the beautiful paper is this lavender. Oh my gosh. And, I wasn't sure what color I was going to use on the stamp, but that is Orchid Oasis. That is going to be my favorite of all of the in colors. So I just think it looks gorgeous. I also tied a little iridescent ribbon around this one. But again, it's the same pattern. It's my long strips and my two short, the B side of a paper. And then I use, even though this looks blue here, it actually blends really nice, in person. And then I use the iridescent pearls. Oh my gosh, they are so pretty. And then on the inside, again, have the stamped image and the thank you. So there we go. That's my 3 cards today. I will be posting this, and also I kind of made myself a template here so that I don't have to think so hard when if I want to make it again. So if you would like to grab a screenshot of that, it works. And if not, I'll be putting this on the website anyway. So that's it. 3 cards using wonderful, wonderful world flowers. And I said I'm going to go ahead and show this. If you do not have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would love to help you. That's my email. Let's see if I can find what I need there. There we go. If you would like to go ahead and get your $100 worth of Stampin' Up stuff so that you can get the set free, the stamp and the 12 by 12, go ahead and use this host code at the top. It's C3F7WKB4, and I will send you a card thanking you for shopping with me, and you would shop at JeanetteCollins.stampin'up.net. All right, so that's it for today. I'm so glad you stopped by to say hello, and I look forward to seeing you again. I won't wait so long to do another video. So thanks, and we'll see you next time. Bye.